All right, I'm Jay Stone. Welcome to another episode of my show at ROCKMETALTalk.com. Live from Tarpon Springs, Florida. What you heard right there was the song Guilt by a brand new band called Salt, which features Sean from the band Camelot. So he put this band together, and now he's, going around doing some radio shows and some podcast shows to promote the new music. So he's actually on the phone with me right now, and I'd like to welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Jay Stone, what's shaking, brother?
What's going on, my man?
Hey, man. Trying to get the good word out with the new band, and looking to do some gigs pretty soon, do some tours.
Nice.
Gonna make. Yeah. We've already been offered a couple tours. We're getting things tooled up and ready to go.
Nice. So I know you don't want to talk too much about Camelot because you're here to really promote the new band. But is that band on hiatus now or working on writing material?
Yeah, Camelot's cool. I mean, they're my, those guys are my brothers, man. I got no problem talking about them. Camelot right now is writing a new album, and so I've got some downtime, and I've been him-hawing around trying to get this album done with Salt for 2014, in between tours, and we're just constantly doing something in Camelot, and this was a real first long span opportunity that I had to get anything done, and really just pound it out. And I said, you know what, we're going to finish this thing right now, and so we did, man. We knocked it out. We got a little bit of tracking to do still, but just some minor stuff, and then we're ready to go.
How many songs do you have for the new band?
Well, honestly, we started off, the guitar player and I, Curtis, we've probably written 20 or so together, maybe even more, but we honed it down to our favorite ones, and there's 12 solid ones that we're going to do, and I'm probably going to put a bonus track on there too. I've got an acoustic one that I was thinking about throwing on there. Actually, it might be featured in a movie, so I figured what the hell, we'll make it a bonus track. Nice.
Now, is there a record deal behind this album, or is this something you guys are doing independent?
Well, currently we're in negotiations with a couple of different labels, just to throwing ideas back and forth, seeing what we're going to do. We haven't settled on one label yet, but I'm sure that's going to come about pretty soon here.
Is that stuff that, does that stuff come about easier because you're in Camelot?
Well, I got to tell you, the truth of the matter is that, I'm in the business, and a lot of these people are just my friends, man. And, it's kind of like a lot of it's kind of handshake deal. I know, like, the new up-and-coming bands, they really beat the bushes hard and just tear it up, and they do a great job at it. But it's these guys I see all the time, they're at our shows, or, whenever we have after parties, or, meet and greet, stuff like that. Those guys are always there. So it's kind of, I guess I kind of get a little bit of a backdoor.
Right. No, I hear you.
Yeah. I guess the whole, it's who you know kind of thing in my personal situation.
Yeah, I think that at that point it's most of the industry, but you've been in the business a long time. I mean, Camelot's been around a long time, actually from my area, the Tampa area. How did you manage to, always change with the industry, and now that, CD sales and stuff like that are pretty much stagnant? Did you find it hard to keep, cutting through all of those changes?
Well, I got to tell you, honestly, Thomas Youngblood is the mastermind behind that. I mean, the guy's just constantly full of great ideas, and just when I think he's got one great idea, he just follows it up with another one. The guy's, he's just honestly a great marketing person. He's a really good business person, and he's always coming up with new stuff. The label has a lot to do with it too. I'm not sure how much the little stuff that the label had to do with on this last album, but I mean, the amount of swag that we did for this album was unreal. We signed, I think it was 2,500 albums while on tour. I mean, dude, we were signing albums for days and days. I mean, they would set up like 300 albums on the tables like every day, and we just sit down and just start signing them like crazy before soundcheck. It was nuts. And then we did box sets, and then there was T-shirts and necklaces, and I mean, it was just the amount of stuff that they had with this last album was amazing, and it was really cool stuff. And so, I mean, that type of thing really makes a big difference, and the fans dig it. And plus we think it's cool too. It's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a good feeling, and I mean, it's good that that they're actually willing to put a product out behind it, not just put digital merchandise out there and expect you guys to make money just from a tour. So, do you guys do those cruises and stuff like that?
Yeah, we just did 70 tons, man. That was freaking sick.
As Camelot,
really good. Yes, yeah, that was Camelot. We just did that. We just did that just a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. But man, what a good time. We did it in 2012, I think it was, and this one just blew it away. I mean, the ship's better, the bands were amazing. I mean, and the fans were just so much fun, man. I just had a great time. If you go to my Facebook, you see all kinds of pictures I have with fans.
Yeah, I would imagine
passed out drunk people and stuff.
I would imagine it's a great time, and it's a good time, if you're really a fan of, a particular band, to actually, get a chance to meet them in, a different atmosphere, I guess, because you're all on the boat. I mean, I'm sure, certain bands may fly, to the destination and get on or whatever, but it sounds like a great time, man. I haven't been on one of those yet, but I have a few friends who do that.
I mean, plus you get to see a lot of bands you may not have seen before. Like I'd done a show years and years ago with Dying Fetus, but I showed up after they had already played and everything, so I didn't really get to see them. But I saw them on the ship, man, and I was blown away, man. Those guys are freaking sick. Really good band. I swear the power that was coming off the stage, I was like leaning into it. When they would stop playing it, I almost fall over. It was crazy, awesome. Man.
I'm a little nervous of, just from being in the metal scene for a long time, of being trapped on a boat with so many, drunk metalheads. It makes me nervous a little bit.
Honestly, everyone's really cool and laid back, because I talked to other bands that were nervous about it too, and in all honesty, everyone seems to be really cool. I didn't have a single problem, man. I got to stop and take some pictures now and then, or do an autograph here and there. But everyone's really cool and gives you your space, and I really enjoyed it, man. I can't wait to do it again.
That's awesome.
Hopefully, I get do Assault soon. That's what I'd really like to do. Because it'll probably be a few years before Camelot gets back on there, since we just did it. Maybe I get Assault on there next year or two.
Well, that's a good segue, because we got to start talking about the new band here. So how did Salt come about, and what made you pick the name and spell it that way?
Well, so it came about because I was actually going to do like a solo album, like a bass project, and what I wanted to originally do was to play all the instruments, and just use different tunings and string gauges and stuff like that for the guitar tones, and just have the whole thing just solid bass. And it was kind of a cool concept, but it was just like kind of coming to a dead end with it. And I thought, man, if this song could get some input from somebody else, some kind of input from just out of somebody's brain, and take that and see what they could do with it. And so that's kind of where I went with it. And so I found a guitar player, Curtis, and man, he just knocked it out of the park with his riffs and stuff. And so we ended up looking for a singer, found Riggs, And then, of course, I asked Casey from Camelot as well if he wanted to do it after we had pretty much had most of it written. Because, I was like, I couldn't think of a better drummer than Casey. And so I brought him in on the project, and there we had it.
Do you guys write collectively now, or are you the main songwriter?
Well, for this album, I was the main songwriter because, like I said, it started off as my project. And so going into it, when I brought those guys on, I already had like 9 songs written. And so at that point, they started sending me songs that they had written too. And so I really dug their stuff as well. Riggs ended up getting 3 songs on the album, and so did Curtis. So, I've got 6 songs on there. And then we've got a couple other that we all went in on. So everyone, well, that's the thing too, is I would write some, and then I would hand it to them and say, you can do whatever you want on this part. Not just the part, the whole song. You had total creative freedom to do whatever you wanted with the thing. And so, not to say that it was perfect every time. I had to go, or they would even say to me, hey, this just isn't going to fit, or this doesn't work here. Let's try something different. But for the most part, everyone had total creativity on their own with the thing.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way. Certain bands work better under different circumstances, but I was always more comfortable working in that type of situation. Someone took the lead, and then I just added my parts or whatever. But do you do the recording in your own studio, or did you go out and go to a real remote studio to do it?
Well, honestly, all of us have our own studios, and so I did all my tracks in my studio, and I would write. What I do is I just take a drum machine and I'd write to my parts of the drum machine, and then I send it to Curtis, and he has his own studio, and he would do it at his, and then we sent it off to Riggs, and Riggs we actually ended up going and having him put in a good studio with good mics and good compressors and all that. With the guitar and the bass anymore, the plugins and everything are so good, man. I can just plug in directly into my computer and it sounds great. So,
right. Yeah.
But to get a good mic sound, man, you just have to have a good mic. That's all there is to it for the singer. And so we had to do that. Casey's got a great studio at his place, so he recorded all his tracks as well, and the whole thing just sounds huge. We sent it off to Oliver Palatai, who's the keyboard player for Camelot. He's actually producing it for us, and he ran it through his studio. And once it goes through his stuff, it comes out on the other end just magic.
Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like you got a good team to work with. So is there an official release date, or are you waiting to put it out to maybe deal with a record label first, or are you going to put it out to the fans?
Yeah, I've really got to deal with the record label first, because I don't want to give too much away, or they won't have anything to sell for me. So I've already given quite a bit out, put it, out to the public out there, and I don't really want to give too much away. I'd love to release the whole thing, actually, because I really dig the tunes. I think everyone would, but like I said, they've got to have something to sell. So
right. So there's no anticipated time, just the tracks that you released for radio and
well,
stuff like
here's
that.
the thing: is it's got to be done. It's got to be out pretty soon, because the tours have been offered in the fall. So I want to be able to have an album out by the fall, and also come spring the next year, Camelot starts touring again, and so I've got to be able to jump on the bus then, and so touring will be shut down for a little while until Camelot gets a break again.
Right, yeah,
so
you want to get the product out there while you're able to tour and do it. It makes sense.
Exactly, to back it up with a tour.
So are you guys working on filming any videos for a particular song, or?
No, but I'm pretty excited about doing that, though, because Camelot's videos, we put a lot into them, and so I really want to do that with these as well. We haven't really put a whole lot of thought into that yet, so that's all part of the recording budget, and so we'll discuss all that come time to sit down at the table and hash it out.
Cool. So back to the name Salt. What is there any meaning to it, or what brought the name?
Yeah, I was actually watching a movie called Gangs of New York, and Leonardo DiCaprio was talking about his father's gang who had been disbanded, and they were talking about another gang, and he said, yeah, but his father's gang was the Dead Rabbits. He said, but do they have the salt of the Dead Rabbits? And I thought, oh wow, that's pretty cool, man. The salt of Dead Rabbits. So it's like, does he have the toughness? Are they as tough? And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I said, yeah, let's try calling it salt. And then I started rolling with that. And then I started looking up copyrights and everything. And the rap group Salt and Pepper own the rights to that name, Salt, SALT, Salt. And so I went ahead and put a U in there. So we got it.
That's interesting. So they owned Salt, just Salt.
They owned Salt and Pepper. Yeah, and so I looked it up, and they owned the name Salt. So I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
but, that's okay. I like the U in it. I like the U in there. It kind of sounds like you're from Jersey or something when you say it's Salt.
Yeah, no, that's true on Long Island, where I'm from.
Right? Exactly.
But no, that's
interesting. Give me a
salty
bagel, will you? Jesus.
But it's just you don't want to. It's good. It's good that you took the time to focus on that and investigate it, because you don't want to. A lot of bands, just name their band and then find out later that they can't use the name, and you just spent all this money on marketing and artwork and CDs, and now you can't use the name. So, but you're covered there. So that's pretty interesting. Some I certain bands I ask about the name, some I can figure out, but that's interesting. It's always good to have a story, because you don't know when you're going to actually be asked that. So, and some people just make it up as they go along, but that's a good story. But so right now, like what type of music do you listen to? Because I talk to a lot of metal guys and stuff like that, and they don't always. I always find it intriguing that they don't listen to a lot of metal. So.
Man, I'll tell you, I listen to all kinds of stuff. Like I was saying, I was listening to Dying Fetus on the boat, man. I thought they were awesome. But at the same time, Death Angel was amazing. But I mean, in my CD player on my phone. Does anyone even have a CD player anymore?
I still play records. So.
Do you? Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I've got pretty much everything on my phone or on my computer anymore. Which I buy everything, by the way. I don't bootleg anything. All you guys that are bootlegging out there, you suck.
Yeah.
What do I listen to the most? I listen to a lot of In Flames. I like them a lot. Probably one of my favorite bands right there. In Flames, Carnival. Carnival's really cool. I'm not super heavy, though. I don't listen to a whole lot of really super heavy stuff anymore. Tool, stuff like that. Heck, I listen to a lot of Zeppelin for that matter. I love Zeppelin. It's one of my, that's kind of where my roots are, Zeppelin and Geezer, Black Sabbath. So,
I mean,
can't stop listening to that stuff.
A lot of parents, like when we were younger, would say, all of that crap sounds the same, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or this shit really, a lot of it sounds the same. So, all of these metal bands are, just the screaming. I mean, you can't really distinguish one from the other unless you're really, involved in it. I get so much music, sent to me. It's I like to pick bands like yours that stick out. I mean, I would play it regardless of how because you were booked through Granite Coast. So, I mean, I would have played your band anyway because it stands out to me. And,
oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I got three
when we
songs.
wrote it, we were trying to do that. We were trying to make it different, man. Because, I've done death metal, I've done black metal, I've done, the symphonic metal I'm doing now. I've done all these different metal bands, and I hadn't really done a hard rock band. And I thought, let's give this a shot, And then when we were actually writing it, we were trying to actually not only the music, we were trying to make it sound unique. We were trying to actually make the tone of all the instruments sound unique. We were just trying to be different, man. Make it stand out, and I think it's coming across pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys did an excellent job as far as accomplishing that. I mean, it definitely stands out. So that's what I look for when I play music on my show, is music that you can say, hey, that's Salt, or that's the Murder Dolls, or you know what I'm saying.
Right, right.
When you got all of these bands and one sound, everybody sounds like Breaking Benjamin and, you know, Korn and all of that. It gets old. But I mean, you can always tell what Korn sounds like. But I mean,
right.
I'm just using it, you know, as an example. But a lot of these bands sound the same, and you got to stand out. That's what's going to cut you through all the bullshit. And you know, you guys are polished and professionals. So
I was talking with Ollie, the guy, you know, Palatai, the guy who produced it here, and he was wanting to take the bass lines and take all my goodies I stacked on top of it to make it have the sound that it has, and do it clean, and then he was going to reamp everything on it, and I was like, man, I've worked really hard on this tone, and I really want this album that before a word is said, or before anyone hears even a minute of the song or 30 seconds or whatever, as soon as they hear the first note of the song, they know it's Salt. And so we worked really hard to do that on this album, and I think it's really important because you just don't get that anymore. Because like you said, there's so many bands out there that sound the same, and if he would have done that to my bass, I really feel like it would have just lumped us into the sound of so many other bands, and I didn't want to go down that road. I really wanted to be unique. You know, like when you hear a Motorhead song start off, you know that's Motorhead, but he doesn't even have to say a word, and you know it's them. Right. You know, the Chili Peppers, same thing. You know it's them. Rush, same thing. I mean, all these bands that have stood the test of time. It's the second you hear one of their notes, man. You know, 2-3 notes into the song, you know it's that band, and that's really what we were trying to do.
Yep, and that's really what's lacking in today's music. Besides, you know, any type of stage presence, you don't really get that as much now. They just, you know, that's what makes bands like yours stick out. I mean, that's what it's all about. So, and you know, you got to stand out, and you guys know that your type of music that you've done always stood out and was always different from everybody else's. From, you know, what I've listened to anyway. So.
Well, with Camelot, I feel very fortunate that they let me do my thing on stage, man, because I don't know that every band would do that. The music moves me, and I really feel it. And so when I start playing, I just go off, man. And I'm just all over the place. You know, I probably look like a drunken sailor up there, but, you know, I kind of look at it like, you know what? I don't give a fuck if anybody in the crowd is having fun. I'm going to have a good time. I'm up on this stage. This is what I was born to do. And, man, I'm going to do it. And I'm just lucky to play with a group of guys that allow me to do what I do.
Awesome. So I got a couple of more segments to get to, so it was great talking to you, man, and I appreciate you calling in. Where can the people find you guys and get more information about you?
Sure. You can go to saltband.com. And it's there. We've also got a Facebook that's Salt Band. But there's some music up on both of those, and you can check it out there. Until we get a deal, though, I'm probably not going to post a whole lot more music up there. But there's 3 songs on the website, and there's, you know, a few interviews that have different music on it as well. So, but I look forward to sending you some new music, man, so you can play it. Cool.
I'm going to play 2 tracks coming up. I'm Jay Stone. This is I'm on the line with Sean from the band Salt and Camelot. I'm going to play a Peaceful Moment. I'm Jay Stone. You listen to my show live from Tarpon Springs, Florida at RockMetalTalk.com.
Dream
right, that was A Peaceful Moment by Sean's new band, Salt. That was Sean from Camelot called in to talk about his brand new band. Those guys are fucking good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the next song in the background here while I'm talking, because I'm running short on time and I only have 9 more minutes to talk. So you'll get to listen to one of the other tracks right in the background here. So hopefully it's not going to drown my voice out too much, but I'll do my best to control it here. But I want to get that third song in. So there's supposedly a Kiss reunion with Ace Frehley in the works. I say, give it up, guys. Just fucking end it all together. I guess Peter Criss is going to be on my buddy's show, the Jim Tunisi show. So check that out. I bought Saint Anger on CD, and the music CD was missing. It was just the DVD, so I'm a little fucking pissed that I don't have the music for that. But I got to talk fast, and I'm trying to get the music to play here properly. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me or being drowned out by the music, but whatever the case may be, this is the band Salt, and Sean was just on the show. So I'm going to send the link out for replays right afterwards. That was also brought to you in conjunction with GraniteCoastEntertainment.com, one of my affiliates. So they set it up. Sean was actually in a band that I jammed with back in 2001. I think by that time he was already out of the band, but Chrissy was the drummer, and she runs GraniteCoastEntertainment.com with a couple of people, so it's pretty cool. But I didn't realize we even jammed until I confirmed that when she sent me an email and it came from Wither. I really knew it was her. I always had it in the back of my head that it could be her because she plays drums and stuff, and I just remembered the whole situation, but I just never bothered to ask. But it's always cool. Davey Suicide, he's got a brand new album coming out. He's going on tour with Dope, so you can order, you can pledge, whatever, through his site and buy the CDs. You can get all 3 CDs, or you can get whatever you want. He's selling special items and shit like that. So I only have about 6 minutes left to talk. Baseball season is back. The Yankees actually doing good in spring training. There's no one really left on the team except Brett Gardner, so maybe he'll become the captain, the new face of the Yankees. Who knows? A lot of people don't like the Yankees that listen to my show, but I really don't care. The Foo Fighters continue to be one of the coolest bands out there as far as putting on free shows and shit like that. They did a secret show in the UK and streamed it live over fucking the internet, so that was pretty cool. I've been listening to a lot of news radio, so I want to get some news back into the show. As I said on the last one, Alicia left the program to be more involved in her music and stuff like that, so I'm just getting messages here on Facebook, so we'll be focusing back on news with rock metal involved and infused in it. We're going to stay away from some political stuff, but I'm still feeling like shit. I'm still upset about ticket prices being out of control. And I talked about a band called X Sister Z last week, and they have an album called Say 10, and everybody's been waiting for Marilyn Manson's version to come out. Everybody ran out and bought the CD now off of Amazon, including myself. I got the download from the band. I did the no charge thing through Bandcamp because I bought the CD from them through Amazon. But I'm going to play the song Evil Ways off their CD, Say 10. I'm Jay Stone. You listen to my show at RockMetalTalk.com. Stay tuned for Cats and Yamma, Prickly Rickly, and Johnny's Top 10's back with soundtracks this week. So enjoy the rest of the show. I'm Jay Stone. And watch The Walking Dead, fuck the Oscars, and some dude won the Daytona 500 that I could care to fuck less about. Jay Stone, RockMetalTalk.com.
Hi, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, transgender folks. Speaking of transgender folks, I got my good buddy Jeremy Flair here from the Goodnight Gamers. Hi, buddy. How you doing? It's been a while.
That's Jennifer Flair to you,
Jennifer
sir?
Flair. I'm sorry, Jennifer Flair. What are we
How
doing
dare
here?
you talk about my penis or the lack thereof?
Is it a penis? I thought it was a vagina.
It's either a little penis or a big clit. I'm not quite sure.
We're probably gonna get censored like a motherfucker.
But no, like a motherfucker or a fatherfucker.
I don't know.
What's the difference? Spelling.
Jesus.
Moving on.
All right, so here we are with the Everything Zen Top 10. What are we doing? Mr. Goodnight Gamer?
Oh yeah, that's me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you.
We're doing soundtracks today, sir.
Oh God, soundtracks.
Good old soundtracks.
Why did you make me do soundtracks?
I don't know. What else did you want to do?
I don't know. Not soundtracks. I had a tough time with this one.
Would you rather do soundtracks or top 10 Hanson songs?
Are there more than
Nope.
one Hanson songs?
Not that I know of. Not that I'm aware of. I think their CD was just Mbop, like 11 times.
Yeah, 11 times?
Like the first one was really slow, and then as the CD progressed, it got a little faster.
Yeah.
So it was death metal Mbop by the time we were done.
Yep.
Just to let you know.
Yep.
So
one of us is full of shit right now.
or both of us. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
And that's not, we're not talking about Stained.
Well, oh, Jesus.
But, I
had a computer mishap. The whole thing just kind of crapped out on me, and it took me a while to get it rebuilt. So.
You did. And then by the time you got it rebuilt, I decided to take a trip to Disney World.
I thought you went to Las Colinas.
That's like 5 minutes away.
I know. Well, yeah. I thought you went to... I thought you went to
Disney
L.A.
World. Disney World. L.A.?
Louisiana.
Why would I go to... Oh, Louisiana.
Dumbass. Your own state.
The real L.A. Come on. Let's get real. No, I went to Disney World, and I got to say, the whole time I was there for 5 days. And
why were you there? Just out of curiosity. Were you...
I was there with my family.
Oh, okay.
And it's fun.
I think maybe you were like talent hunting.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, rolling into that, I was gonna say that it's weird all the tits and ass that's in Disney World.
What? Yeah. See, I thought it was a fluke when I went to Disneyland because I figured, well, it's California, whatever.
No.
Boobs and bush everywhere.
It's a really weird feeling to see a bunch of cleavage, a bunch of ass cheeks hanging out of short shorts, yoga pants. That's on the rise. Literally.
And then 5-year-olds.
And then they turn around and you see their face. I'm like, oh my God, you're 12.
You're 12. Yeah.
Can y'all stop doing that?
Seriously, I don't know what's going on with that.
Because I'm here to tell you, as a man, if we see skin, we look. It's just primal nature. We look at skin. That's what happens.
People. That's not just as a man.
I'm just saying because I'm a man. I don't think like a woman. I don't know. Even though I'm Jennifer. Hi,
Jennifer Flair.
Hi guys, how are you? So you want to get this thing off, or you want to talk about what you've been doing for 2 months?
I already have talked about it. I've been fixing computers, and breaking them and fixing them, and it's been it's not been fun because my business is taking a bit of a hit.
Bill Gates.
I wish I had a third of his money. You know what? I would take like a 1/100th of his money.
I would take $1 from him just to say that I got
$1 from Bill Gates.
Yes. I got $1.
Stop it! All right, soundtracks. What are we doing here?
Am I starting? Or you starting?
10. You always start.
Why am I starting?
Because
I don't remember if there's rules. I don't think there's any rules.
Was no? I hope not.
I mean, how can you have rules to a soundtrack?
Yeah, really. I hope there weren't any rules.
No. So, my number 10 is Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Bogus Journey, the sequel, the worst of the two.
I don't care about the movie, sure. This one was good, but it was a better soundtrack.
Yeah,
it had Kiss.
I did have Kiss.
Yeah, it had Kiss and Megadeth.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Face No More, and it had the Reaper rap. That was always clever. Or not. You evil dead dick, Bill. Like every said.
Yeah, some shit like that.
We just totally killed our 2 dead us's. I like the sequel. I'm sorry.
I liked it when I was fucking 12. I
actually watched it like last year at some point, so that'd be 32. And I still liked it. So fuck your 12-year-old self at Disney World.
Whoa.
So what's your number 10, sir?
My number 10. I don't know. Like, I had a hard time with this one, so I went with the Harry Potter series because it's pretty unique. You can't hear that. You can't not think of Harry Potter when you hear that music.
When it's called a Harry Potter theme, that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Just the whole sound.
You're a weirdo.
Well, I have kids. Go fuck yourself.
I have kids too. I just haven't released them from my scrotum yet.
Oh, Jesus.
Or have I?
I thought you released them every night.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, let's not talk about
number
last
9.
night.
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I had to, even though I don't have kids, I did have to pick at least one animated Disney movie soundtrack.
Oh, God.
And I went with Lion King.
I knew it.
Because Hakuna Matata.
Oh, God. You know, that's got to be the dumbest fucking part of that whole film. Hey, your dad just died, but no worries.
Let's have fun. Well, I mean, they gotta gear him up to be king, and to be king, you can't deal with shit. You can't have emotions. What kind of king has emotions? Yeah,
you kind of have to deal with.
Tell that to Henry VIII. I don't think he had emotions for any of those wives.
Well, he did. It was just hate.
I guess that is an emotion. Hey, you bitch!
I want a divorce. No, fuck you. Then you're dead.
Oh, church won't let me do that. Well, how about killing her? Does that work?
Yeah, can I behead my wife, church?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I think we're good.
Can
with
I put her in a bottle and send her up to space? Cool.
Yeah. Hey, church, can I get a? No, you can't get a divorce. Can I drown the bitch? Yep, you can do that.
Thank God for loopholes.
I'm kind of curious. I would love to have been at the Vatican that day whenever they're sitting down and Henry VIII says, "Hey, can I do this?" And the church says, "No, you can't get a divorce, but can I chop her head off with a blunt axe?"
Hold on a second.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me consult the rule book on that one. I got to get a ruling. I need a ruling on this, so I'm going to have to consult the big guy up top. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, he might not let you into the pearly gates, but he says you can do it.
He says you can do it.
You know,
divorced. Fuck that. No.
Nope. Yep. Can't do that.
Cut her head off. We're good. Is it my number 9?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, you're number 9.
I had to go. I put this one as my number 9 because it's really no soundtrack, which I think is amazing. It's one.
Okay.
There's one.
You're losing me. You're losing me.
It's 2001: Space Odyssey. That's it. That's all it has. That's it. Otherwise, listen to that whole movie, and Kubrick did it on purpose, and no soundtrack. You don't want any other music in it. It's pretty genius. That's why I had to put it. That's why I put it a little lower than normal, because there's no soundtrack other than that.
You were
my horrible impersonation of a trumpet.
Jesus Christ! So you were the kid. You were the kid in class who.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just not going to finish it then. Don't worry about it. Everybody's going to be in mystery. They're like, what was I going to say? What? Doesn't matter. Johnny O ruined it.
Yep.
Moving on.
Good. Number 8.
My number 8's actually a video game soundtrack.
See, I didn't even think about video games.
Well, it's the only one I got. So,
but Mortal Kombat.
Halo. The first Halo soundtrack was really fucking good.
Of course, you would put Halo something on this.
Have you heard the soundtrack?
I've heard everything.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
I fucking hate that game.
I don't.
I hate that game.
I'm not talking about the game.
I'm not talking about the game. You know why I hate the game?
Jesus Christ. Why do you hate the game?
Because when
the
fucking Halo 2 was coming out, and they kept delaying, and I worked at a goddamn toy store at the time that had also sold video games, and every fucking day there was some cheese dick bastard. Is Halo 2 out yet?
Listen, okay, I don't want to hear anything about your woes. I had to stand outside for like 6 fucking hours for Halo 2. And Halo 2 was not good at all. It was by far the worst investment of my time ever. Halo 3 was a lot better.
The fact that you stood outside for 6 hours for a game that was delayed. How many times did that fucking thing delayed?
It doesn't matter.
No,
okay?
like 12 times, wasn't it?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
We loved Halo, and me and my friends would get together, and we'd always play it. So when Halo 2 came out, and we were like, oh, this one actually has Xbox Live, blah, 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 blah. It was a different time. Okay?
Yeah,
leave me alone.
Anyway, so
it's
the
a good soundtrack. Good soundtrack.
Why is it a good soundtrack?
I don't know. Why is having no soundtrack for a Space Odyssey a good soundtrack? It's a good soundtrack because I like it. That's why.
Oh, well, I thought maybe you had reasons.
It's got good guitar tracks in it. It's got good orchestration. It's a mix of like everything. There's no words or anything. It's not like Halo. You know, there's no words.
All right, no words.
It's fully an orchestration by I think it's Martin O'Donnell.
It's a guy and his keyboard.
Whatever.
It is. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, so is Nine Inch Nails, okay?
Technically,
it's just a guy and his keyboard.
Just because I said
Speaking of that, I got to say something.
Uh-oh.
I've got to say something. This is my outlet to say it.
Okay.
I've heard it twice now. Now in 3 weeks. I am really getting pissed off at people thinking Johnny Cash was the original singer of Hurt. It's really making me mad.
Yeah, but Trent Reznor didn't help it when he goes out on public record and says that's a Johnny Cash song.
Why does he do that? I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
Why does he do that?
Because he
well, now Trent Reznor's on my shit list.
Trent Reznor has recognized that Johnny Cash did it better than he did. And that's
by making it a country song?
I don't. Well, the thing I didn't like about it was the fact that Johnny Cash tried to say, "Well, it's not about heroin." Yes, the fuck it is. Just because you don't do heroin, Johnny Cash, doesn't mean the fucking song isn't about heroin.
Yeah, he didn't do heroin.
That's like saying, "Oh, I'm going to redo Bob Dylan's The Hurricane," but it's not going to be about Reuben Carter. It's going to be about fucking Billy Bats.
Billy Batsgate?
Billy Bats.
Who's Billy Bats?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, no, never mind. Forget I said that. I'd like that stricken for the record. Let's forgive me. We all make mistakes.
My number 8.
Yeah, you're number 8.
This is Spinal Tap. Come on.
Completely forgot about that. God damn it.
That's actually we're gonna revisit that at a later list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because
I completely forgot about that.
How did you forget about This is Spinal Tap?
Because I'm gonna be honest, because I saw Spinal Tap, I think mid-90s. I was about 16, 15 years old. That's the last time I saw it. I haven't seen it since the turn of the 2000s.
Yeah.
So it's kind of escaped my mind.
Yeah, it's been on VH1 and MTV a few times, a handful of times. This is why it's been fresh in my memory.
See, I don't have TV.
Well, I don't really get to watch TV. I generally just, the only reason why I see it because I see it in the guide is I'm looking for the children's shows.
Spinal Tap.
Hey, Spinal Tap. It's a good movie. I got to watch it again one of these days.
And I just watch YouTube.
Yeah. You can probably find it on YouTube.
Yeah, but you have to search it.
Damn it. God forbid.
You gotta know what you're looking for. It doesn't just do it. Just come out here and fondle my balls. No, you gotta know.
God forbid you actually have to type.
No, what are these? QWERTY, what is this shit? Why couldn't the keyboard?
Pennies.
Who invented the keyboard like this? They're a moron. Yeah. Don't they know it's A, B, C, D, E? I'm not going to the whole thing.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, so number 7.
Yep.
My number 7 is a comedy soundtrack.
Okay.
From an animated comedy movie. I think everybody's heard of it.
Animal
a little thing
Farm?
called South Park.
South Park.
Bigger, longer, and uncut. Kyle?
That's Cartman. Not Kyle, Cartman.
I know, I fucked that up. Leave me alone. Why you gotta catch that?
That's 2.
It's been a while.
In 5 minutes.
Since I've...
All right, so yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, it's every song in that movie was just deliciously hilarious.
It was pretty funny. I like the
Uncle
fact that
Fucker.
Uncle Fucker. Yeah, I like the fact that they kept sending it to the MPAA motherfuckers, and they were like, "Nah, this is too bad." They would send it back, and Trey and what's his name would be like, "Okay, cool. Let's make it 10 times worse and send it in." And they were like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yep.
So they were like the Vatican from
They're like I could do that.
Yeah.
Every single song. Even Primus doing the South Park theme for every episode. I mean, it's on there.
And
That's
also
great.
had James Hetfield from Metallica.
Yeah, little boy, you going to hell.
Yeah.
What is that? Said bad words, stared boobs every day.
I like James Hetfield's defense of that when he was arguing with Jason Newsted about doing side projects, and James was like, "But I didn't put my name on it." What?
But I didn't put my. Everyone knows it's you. You can't hide your. Yeah. You can't hide that. You didn't put my name on it.
I didn't put my name on it.
Come on, Het. What are you doing?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it wasn't that bad though. I mean, and the way that it worked in the movie when he's like thinks he's going to heaven, he sees the angels with tits and shit, and he's like, "Yay!" And they're like, "No!" And he goes flying down to hell. He sees Hitler. Hey, fuckface, you seen Gracie? Oh,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Priceless. Yeah. South Park, you guys are still going.
Like 20 years now.
Yeah, and I haven't really watched any lately, but I heard about when the Black Lives Matter was happening. They did no
politics.
What?
No politics.
I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about South Park. God
South Park is political.
That is true. I'll give you that. But damn it, what were they talking about? I already forgot it now.
Oh, too bad. My number 7.
Yeah, man, you're number 7.
Get him to the Greek.
Really? What was on that? I didn't.
Well, the fact that it was all all music written for.
Oh, was it?
It was with Russell Brand.
Okay,
am I right?
All right.
And he actually did. Russell Brand actually did the singing. He actually went into and recorded all the soundtrack for it. He and Rose Bryant. I found out she sang all the. Yeah. So I got a little respect for that fucking British wanka.
I always liked in Forgetting Sarah Marshall the what was the Daphne song when he was like
inside of you. He's saying he went actually. They actually record. It's actually pretty funny because they're showing some clips of because the movie's about. It's the same character. It's the same. It's all the snow from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but they're doing like this 30-year anniversary bullshit, our 20-year anniversary, and it shows them singing that song. And it shows like a picture of the audience, and they're all like fucking in, hand in hand, and like fucking tearing up and shit, and fucking got their eyes closed, singing that. It's just fucking great, like it's some sort of love ballad.
It is technically.
Well, technically it is. Yeah,
making love inside of you. You sound like you're from London.
Yeah. Number 6,
80s glory. Wedding Singer. Not where you thought I was going to go with that one. When I said 80s glory, but it is because that whole soundtrack, and there was 2 soundtracks for the movie, but it was full of all your one-hit wonders from the 80s.
From the 80s, yeah. Well, I get, okay.
Is it not?
I guess the 80s was like the one-hit wonder decade, really.
Well, yeah.
80s, 90s, 2000s, they're all one-hit.
Are they, though?
Yeah.
Not really. 80s more than anywhere else.
Well, let's see, but a lot of those one-hit wonders you think were one-hit wonders actually has other songs that...
Yeah, name another song by Aha. Go ahead. Name one. Just name a song.
Name a song. Aha.
You're a fucking liar. When Doves Cry.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Aha, right?
Sure.
Aha.
You want to know something funny about Wedding Singer?
What?
If I could ever get the damn title. Of the
tell me
movie.
something funny about Wedding Singer.
So the guy who's playing his keyboard.
Yeah, Alex
he was in Pulp Fiction.
I know that.
Yeah.
As a guy.
As a dude.
Yeah.
He's the one with the hand cannon.
Yeah, I know that.
You mean to tell me you know this man with
Are you telling me
cannon?
or are you telling the audience that? Because you knew I knew that.
Nah, of course I knew you knew that.
No, you
It's
know.
one of those
Or
fucking
did you?
rhetorical questions, you fucking gray-haired bastard.
But who's
Oh,
we're not going to go there.
We're not
going to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Also, the two Adam Sandler songs on there. Well, the first was the lovey-dovey ones, all
right. Yeah,
but Somebody Kill Me Please is that's hilarious.
Well, that actually came on his first comedy album, wasn't it?
No,
or a second?
No, it was just on the sound. He might have put it on one.
Yeah,
that's
what I thought.
But it was on the soundtrack first.
Well, I knew that. Yeah.
I never realized it was on one of his comedy albums.
It may not have been. This is a while since I've looked at his comedy albums.
That was I like that. That song's actually on my phone, and people look at me weird when it comes on. What is this? Like, don't worry about it.
They should look at you weird. Number 6.
Yeah, man.
I'm Not There.
What is that?
Yeah, you
got me on that one.
I did.
I don't know what that is.
It's the Bob Dylan film. Came out years ago.
Oh,
yeah, it's all Bob Dylan soundtrack. And I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan.
So it's like Bob Dylan's greatest hits.
Yeah, I mean, well, sure, but there's some obscure stuff on there too, and stuff you wouldn't recognize if you weren't a Bob Dylan fan. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Not to change the subject on you.
Yep.
But it's very weird to only see your eyes over the microphone. Oh, there you are. Hi, how you doing? You just see these beady little eyes staring back at me.
Yeah.
Demons.
Number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Number 5. Which number 5?
My number 5 is The Star Wars.
I'm going to punch you straight in the dick. I'm tired of you doing this.
Is this on your list?
That's my number. What's my number 1, motherfucker?
Oh, come on. That's your number 1? Okay.
Yes.
You
are talking to a Star Wars fan. Of course, it's my number 1.
I'm a Star Wars fan too. But
no, not because it's your number 5.
No, but I had 4 other ones I like better.
Yeah, well, because you're not a real Star Wars fan.
Well, then, because Star Wars, you got the Imperial March, obviously.
Yeah.
You got Cantina. I mean,
the entire fucking trilogy. Well, now I guess they're
now it's a lot bigger.
Septology.
It's a lot bigger now.
Almost octology.
Yeah, basically everything they tried to make sound heroic or evil, they did perfect.
Yeah.
John Williams.
He's a genius.
Yeah,
the guy was brilliant. Are there people walking up there?
There's nobody walking anywhere. I just keep looking up like a fucking squirrel. And thinks he left the gas on. It's like they're eating nuts, and sometimes they just stop and
I'm a fucking squirrel.
Huh? Can I leave the gas on?
Oh,
Speaking of that, the other day I was coming home from work, 3 days ago to be exact. Oh, look, dogs.
Yep.
And 3 days ago to be exact. And I was driving down the road like you do in a car.
Yeah.
And it was nighttime like it is, and you can't see like you can't with eyes.
Well,
and I saw something black go across the road, and I'll under my car.
The cat.
Huh?
You killed the cat.
No. I was like, what the hell did I just hit? And then I smelt it. And as a matter of fact, that skunk smell is still in my car, inside my car. If you went and got in my car right now, it would smell like a skunk.
I'm not gonna.
Skunks suck.
Anyway. Yeah, there's a thing you can get to get rid of that.
Yeah,
it's
tomato
called
juice.
a new car.
It's called a new car. It's called Kill Yourself.
All right,
you can't divorce your car. Just kill it.
Yeah, just kill it. Yeah. Number 5 for me would be Pulp Fiction.
I didn't
think about that one, did you?
What's on that soundtrack?
Well, the Dick Dale opening thing.
Yeah.
That right there is amazing. And then there's a lot of stuff. Well, Tarantino's a big fan of the hits of the 70s, right? So there's a lot of that shit that's on there,
so it's very disco-y.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. Well,
It just reminds me of the movie Detroit Rock City. The whole rock versus disco thing.
Yeah. And then the tickets getting burned by the crazy,
I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Not on my soundtrack list, by the way.
It shouldn't be because it's all Kiss tunes and they suck.
They have 2 good songs. And one's not called Rock and Roll All Night.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying Kiss sucks.
I know. I agree with you. I don't really like.
I'm
Kiss.
not a fan of Kiss. I get it. I understand why people like Kiss. I understand why people like Kiss.
I like God Gave Rock and Roll to You and Detroit Rock City.
Yeah,
that's the only 2 I like.
Yeah,
and Strutter sometimes.
Yeah,
but I don't really like them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4.
My number 4 is another comedy.
Oh, okay, good. That means it's not on my list.
Comedy musical.
Actually. Oh, Jesus.
Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
What?
Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what the fuck you said.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. Hilarious.
Well, it's Jack Black.
Oh, my God. And it's funny because, of course, I heard Fuck Her Gently the first time I ever heard Tenacious D. And I already knew who Jack Black was. And then I found out, this is Jack Black's band. And I heard Fuck Her Gently on the radio of all things. Of course, half of the song you couldn't hear.
Yeah, so it was the instrumental version.
Yeah, it's the instrumental version. But I was like, I gotta go check that out. So I went and bought the CD, listened to the whole CD. First time, besides like Adam Sandler, that I'd listened to a whole comedy CD that laughed the whole time. And with Adam Sandler, there wasn't a lot of musical. It was a lot of like skits.
Yeah.
But with Tenacious D, there was a few skits, more music.
Right.
And I loved it. And then when I found out they were going to make a musical movie, whatever, Pick of Destiny, and I was like, oh, holy shit. So I fell in love with it. It's like my favorite musical of all time. Every single song in that song, or every single song in that song. Every single song in that movie cracks me up.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was your number 4?
Because it was the pick.
You fucking kidding me? That beat Star Wars?
Yeah. Do you not understand how emphatic I was just talking about it?
Yeah. Do you not understand how fucking great Star Wars is? Obviously not. Because that fucking came in behind Tenacious D. My number 4 is Forrest Gump.
What?
Come on now.
Yeah, is it?
All the good tunes, man. Yeah, all the good tunes are on that.
Name 2. Just kidding. I know. It's a good soundtrack. I forgot about it.
Name 2. You
didn't actually name them though.
Well, no, because you stopped me.
You're like you have the soundtrack in your pocket, and you're like this one, this one, and Mama thinks I'm stupid, and then this one.
Yeah, exactly. Mama thinks I'm stupid.
It's the exact opposite.
It's the
stupid is.
It's all the good. It's like
and all those other
the Gumpisms.
All those other
Gumpisms.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
Oh, I call them retards.
Oh man, number 3. What do you got?
Oh, me?
It better be good.
You are giving me the stink eye right now. How long are you going to let the Star Wars thing go?
I don't know.
The fact that I had 4 other soundtracks that I thought were better than...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat.
Are you fucking kidding me? I had to punch you in the
Mortal
dick
Kombat.
for that.
What you see?
Yeah.
We All Bleed Red. Actually, I'm going to tell you, because that movie came out when I was about 12 or 13, and I went and got that soundtrack, and that was actually the first time I had heard death metal. And
is that really death metal?
Oh, come on. Really?
Is that really death metal?
Napalm Death?
I mean...
Bile. Fear Factory's on there.
Factory's on there.
Oh, Jesus
But Fear
Christ.
Factory's not death metal.
No, they're not. But the other ones were. There was some shit on there. I think it was the Bile song, when it just like opens up and it's like, bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, what is this? And of course, it had like Psychosonic and KMFDM, like more of the techno-y kind of thing, but not much. The second soundtrack was all techno.
It was all techno.
All techno. Ruined
garbage,
it.
Yeah.
But
the whole second film.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. That shall not exist. But The first movie, dark. The soundtrack, Darth.
Wow. See?
Oh, it's coming out of me.
See?
It's
Even your list knows.
Darth Metal.
List knows.
It's Darth Metal. That's what it is. No, it's great. And plus, I mean, I love the Mortal Kombat theme itself. And they had like 3 different versions of that. And it's just, I love that soundtrack.
I wish they would have had better actors. And by better actors, I mean, wish Robin Shaw was played by. I mean, Robin Shaw wasn't.
They all did just fine.
He was horrible.
He wasn't that bad though.
The fact that you say he wasn't that bad means he was that bad.
Now, could they have found someone better? Absolutely.
Sure.
But comparatively, if
Could've
you
got
think
Jackie
of the,
Chan.
if you think. All right, that's like saying Jean-Claude Van Damme should play Guile. Oh wait.
Oh jeez, come on, Jackie Chan's better than Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's my point. It's like if you, like as a child, you think about, oh, who would be perfect to play my favorite video game character? Yeah, you'd think Jackie Chan would play Liu Kang.
Well, no.
or Jet Li, or someone someone Asian that actually has a name. You know.
Well, yeah, they could have gotten.
You're not going to get Chuck Norris to play Liu Kang. That's just not going to happen. It's stupid. But or like Johnny Cage. I always thought Jean-Claude Van Damme looked just like Johnny Cage. You know.
Yeah, but I was okay with Lyndon Ashby. I was okay.
He
with
did great.
Ashby.
He did great. He had the attitude down. Yeah, he was great.
And then what's her name? Sonya Blade, Bridget Wilson.
She did great.
Good.
Christopher Lambert even did good.
A
lot better than James Remar. Don't get started on that one.
Why? I thought we were going to talk about the second.
Oh yeah, you're right. That didn't exist. I'm sorry. Forget that. Yeah. But even like Shang Tsung. He what's it? Carrie Hira something. I can never remember his last name.
Okay, so I went ahead and said that everybody was good except for Robin Shaw. I don't like his.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, there got to be no Final Combat.
Okay, you know what? Now that you say it like that, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah. He wasn't that good.
No, he was horrible.
He did make a good like fireball face there at the end though, when he was like, and he was like pulling it all in, and he fireballed Shang Tsung off.
He busted it out in Shang Tsung.
He pooped out a little bit of his lung as he was doing it. No, Look, I love Mortal Kombat.
So the thing about that is the Chris Kamishata, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy who played Scorpion. He went out and made his own independent film where he was actually acting as Scorpion, not just doing the martial arts stuff. Yeah. It's fucking horrible. You can probably find that on YouTube.
I thought you were going to have something aspiring to say. It's fucking awful.
It's fucking awful. So yeah. What's it? My number 3? Me?
Yeah, me. You.
Shut up, The Shawshank Redemption.
What's on that one? Seems like all these great movies of soundtracks. I don't even know what's on it.
Well, for me, it's the fact that the music perfectly fits the film.
Right. Gotcha.
And I can't really. I think
we went into this thinking differently.
You're thinking of songs.
I'm thinking of. I actually have the CD and I listen to the songs off that CD. You think of soundtrack overlaying the movie and how it fits with the movie.
Right, exactly.
God damn you. If I would have said that, Johnny O, I would have said top 10 scores.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
But hey, you know what? No, we get 2 different views on it. I can't fault you.
I told you I had a difficult time with this one. That's probably the reason why I had a difficult time with this one, because I'm thinking, a lot of film. Songs. What movies were,
had great scores?
Yeah, that's to me. That's when I think
now
soundtrack.
You can understand why Star Wars is number 5. I don't just pop in the Star Wars theme song into my phone and listen to it every 5 seconds.
Why the fuck not?
Because people start looking at me weird. They're like, there goes Darth Vader again.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, after we're done here, I need to show you a video that I took from Disney World.
Oh boy,
no, it's really cool. I don't want to spoil it for you, but
yeah,
I'm spoiling it for everyone because no one will get to see this video.
Well,
but it caught me by surprise. Yeah. So it's a cool video. So go on.
Yeah. No, you go on. Number 2.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me.
No, I am.
You're gonna hate me for my number 1 and 2.
I'm gonna probably. Yeah.
Number 2 is Rocky 4.
I would break you.
Rocky 4 soundtrack. Every song on there. Dude, I gotta say, if anyone listening to the sound of my voice right now doesn't go and get the training montage song, it is the perfect. I know you sound stupid, but listen, it is the perfect workout song.
Dolph Lundgren is like fucking rocket scientist, right?
I believe you.
That guy is fucking brilliant.
You interrupt me again, I will break you.
I will break you.
I will break you. But anyway, on top of that, you got Burning Heart. You got No Easy Way Out.
Right.
So many good actual 80s songs on there that are soundtracky.
Yeah.
But Robot Tepa, No Easy Way Out is one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Yeah.
And I love Rocky 4. It's my favorite Rocky. You don't actually, because you don't have to watch any other Rocky than that one, because spoiler alert, when Apollo Creed dies, it rewinds and shows everything that happened prior to that. So you don't need to watch any of the Rockies. Rocky 4 is all you need.
Yeah, but Rocky is the
I understand, movie. Okay, but sometimes you gotta let go of the original.
No.
Yes.
No.
Rocky 4 was fantastic.
I didn't say Rocky 4 was bad. I just said, if somebody were to
say... He
say...
almost lost, his life. He was getting shit beat out of him.
Yeah. The same thing happened in 5. He almost died in 5.
Yeah, 5 was retarded.
It was bad.
So dumb.
It was bad.
It was like Forrest Gump level retarded.
Oh, that's not...
You never go full retard. What movie is that from?
What movie is that?
We were talking about that. Were you talking about being an actor?
Oh,
damn it.
It's the one blackface.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I think when they were talking about acting. He's like, you never go full retard.
Are you sure it was that one? I thought it was.
I had to, because I swear it was Ben Affleck. And
it could have
the only time Ben Affleck played Ben Affleck was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's got to be
the only time Ben Affleck actually played a good character.
Look at these great director, motherfuckers right here.
Great director, horrible actor.
Is that why he's not directing Batman now? Because he realized I'm not doing this piece of shit.
I'm not doing this. Well, he was in it. And
but he gets a good paycheck for that.
Well, I know. Fuck, man. Give me a good paycheck and I'll do a better job than Ben Affleck as Batman.
Give me a good paycheck and I'll literally do anything you want.
Well, I don't know about anything, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Anything.
Oh, Jennifer's coming out to play.
Oh, hey! So number 2.
For me, Clockwork Orange.
Once again, you did
because it's the score, yeah. But it does have Beethoven, Beethoven's ninth in it,
That makes it all okay.
Come on.
Ludwig's in it.
Yeah, Ludwig von.
Oh, Ludwig, come here. Oh, cannot wait.
Yeah. Again, another one that
you're in love with Stanley Kubrick, aren't you?
I'm not in love with Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, yeah.
I do like his films, except for Eyes Wide Shut. That's a piece of shit.
I don't like any Stanley Kubrick
Well, it's because you're an idiot. And you put fucking Star Wars number 5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You knew that was coming back.
See, in a year when you're over this. 5 years, because it was number 5. You're going to wait purposely 5 years.
Fucking years, yeah.
You'll be dead by then.
Maybe I'll wait 25 years. 5 times 5.
I'll be dead by then. I'll die of the cancer,
Yeah. Bye.
What?
No.
Oh.
So anyway, everybody's talking about like Stranger Things, right? The Netflix series, Stranger Things. They're talking, the soundtrack is so amazing. It's amazing. And where the soundtrack is good, I like the soundtrack.
I never thought it was amazing.
I never thought it was amazing either. I'm thinking, fuck, if they think this shit was amazing, let's go back to the 80s when shit was, fresh, not a regurgitation of the 80s.
I think the show's amazing, though. I do love the show.
I wish they would make it an anthology and not do what happens next. They need to, that story is done. Season 2 does not need to have 11 and all these fucking toothless kids in it. They need to go on and move on.
So you want an American Horror Story?
No, I want American Horror Story, so to speak. Yeah, I get it. I understand what you mean by it, but American Horror Story...
Or do you want to Black Mirror it?
Maybe.
Black Mirror?
I have heard about Black Mirror.
I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was impressed. I like both of them. Yeah. But that's an anthology where, every episode is different.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Tales from the Crypt or stuff like that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. All right, fine. Number 1. Oh, no. Honorable mention time.
All right. So my first honorable mention is something that is crazy that's not on my list because some people would say, "Oh, that's the greatest soundtrack." It's Footloose. I mean,
yeah, didn't Rolling Stone say that was the best? That was in her top 10, I think.
Just saying.
Let's dance.
Holding Out for a Hero is a good song for Jennifer. Do you have any?
No.
I
was hard.
I'll just keep going. Also, Last Action Hero has my favorite AC/DC song on it.
I know, that's not it. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing? You having like a facial contortion over there?
Yeah.
A little bit of a stroke?
Yeah.
Big Gun.
Yeah, I know.
Also, Megadeth there on there.
Yeah.
Some good stuff on that.
Speaking of Megadeth, and did you see the Grammys?
No, I didn't.
When Megadeth was awarded a Grammy, the fucking sound guy started playing Master of Puppets.
No! Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
That is great. I need to YouTube this right away.
You need to YouTube
I need to get on my keyboard and type.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Fucking man. And I don't know if they did it on purpose or not, but...
What did the reaction... Was the reaction good?
I don't really think he...
Noticed,
saying acknowledged.
Oh.
I think he was just like in one ear out the other.
You know what would have been even better
noise.
if they played Four Horsemen.
I think the fact that they played Master of Puppets, I think that's better. I think that's better. I
No,
know,
but
I
you
get
know
it. I
why?
know because it's mechanics in Megadeth. I understand, but I think
That's
the
like a
fact that
spit
they
in the
did,
face right there.
I think the Master of Puppets, which is arguably the greatest Metallica album written. And
Then they tried to cover Battery.
And we're introducing Megadeth, and we're going to play. Yeah,
I can't do it.
No,
Neither can
you. Yeah, but the fact that it's Megadeth
I got
getting an
you.
award, and then it's the
I'm with you.
Greatest Metallica record ever.
I got you, loser.
Your mother.
Also, Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's another one.
I figured that was coming. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
That wasn't my number one. Did you think it was my number one or something?
I thought it was going to be on your list, but once it wasn't on your list, then I figured it was going to be on your honorable mention.
Honorable mention, yeah. I also just wanted to say the Faculty had a lot of good songs on it. Do you even know that movie?
Yeah, if you're
okay. You looked at me weird
from
for a
the
minute.
90s, you feel like that douche rock.
All because of the class of 99 when they had Lane Staley and I think Tom Morello.
Yeah.
And some other guys. I think there was a guy from Pearl Jam. Anyway, but they got together and did another Brick in the Wall. I just thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, okay, fine. You don't have to like it.
I know I don't.
Fine.
I don't.
Opinions.
And you're an asshole.
Uh-huh.
And you stink.
No, you are, but what am I?
At least your car does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right. Are we done with honorable mentions?
I'm done, yeah.
Okay, what's your number one?
Well, I'm not gonna.
You don't have to.
Well, I already know what your number one is.
Yeah, fucker.
Okay, so the last soundtrack mentioned for the day.
Yep.
Top Gun.
Fuck off. Top Gun.
Good old Harold Faltermeyer.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
Okay.
Who directed that movie?
What?
Who directed that movie?
Was it Ridley Scott?
No, but you're very close. It was his brother, Tony Scott.
Very
good.
The Scott.
Yeah.
The Scott was in my head. Yeah, no, Top Gun will always be. I mean, the movie is campy. The movie's 80s in its glory. I do love the movie, but the soundtrack, to me, there's been no better, just like guitar riff wise, for a theme song, not for all songs, obviously, but just for a theme song, just the grooviness of the Top Gun is the Top Gun, Top Gun theme song.
Yeah.
It hits me every time. Every time I hear it, I just want to fucking melt away. And then you'll listen to Highway to the Danger Zone, and you want to get up and
You want to get up and go find your fucking big poofy, bright pink.
Okay. Anyway.
80s clothes.
You got the Righteous Brothers.
Well, yeah. It was just one Righteous Brother.
Okay. There's an ant on your table.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Top Gun, because, you have a man crush on Scientology.
Yes, on the whole religion of Scientology. What if I said I liked Anthony Edwards better and the wrong pilot died?
I agree.
I
agree.
I was kidding.
I'm not.
You got to have Maverick, man.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
There's
two O's in Goose Boys.
There are two O's in Goose.
Hey, if anyone has not seen Top Gun, go watch it.
Yeah.
You might not like it.
You might not like it. You might.
But you might. It's kind of cool. You like airplanes.
You like I feel like airplanes and naval dogfights.
I'm going to put the brakes and they'll fly right past me. You're going to do what?
Yeah. Anti-Russian theme, which a lot of people are okay with nowadays. Oh, man. I snuck it in there.
You did. You did.
Well, I guess that's it for this.
Snuck it in there just like grabbing the pussy.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
You snuck that one in there, too. So, you want to talk about your number one?
No, I'm done talking about the greatest. I'm done talking about the greatest fucking movie franchise ever.
I never said it was the greatest movie.
Part of it being the greatest movie franchise ever means it's the greatest soundtrack ever. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even know what you're doing over there.
Lion King, man. Come on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Lion King on pot?
Jesus Christ.
Hey. Yeah, no, Star Wars. Greatest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imperial March.
Darth Metal.
Darth Metal. I think there's a band called Darth Metal.
There's got to be, right?
There has to be. I mean, there has to be a Darth Metal.
It's got to be. And if there's not, don't take it. It's ours now.
It's ours now. We copyright.
We copyright Darth Metal.
George Lucas is probably going to call us like, no, guys.
You can't use the word Darth.
You can't use the word Darth or metal.
So
why can't I use metal?
So I can't. So I have to cancel my porn career. Call myself Darth Cock.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So that's top 10. We're back, baby.
Oh yeah. And on another note.
Uh-oh.
It's been 2 months and no one's messaged us about what they want us to play.
So we're just going to play what the fuck we want. We're going to find some random ass game. I still think we should do Out of This World.
But that would be out of this world.
Oh, God. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Look for us on YouTube.
Yeah, they call it YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's on all the fun devices nowadays. Phones, computers,
and
tablets, if you will.
Yeah.
Xboxes,
yeah.
PlayStations.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's on all that stuff.
All that stuff. You
yeah.
got that. You have tech.
It's even on smart TVs. You can just go right from your TV.
Right,
go straight to YouTube.
You have to move your fat ass off the couch.
Yeah, just type in Goodnight Gamers and starting in about 2 weeks, I think you'll start to you'll be able to see my face.
Oh no!
Goddamn webcams!
Don't do that, man. That's going to scare
everybody. But who's this guy? I didn't know he was white.
And by white, I mean
a white YouTuber.
Oh man! All right, so we're going to go ahead and sign this off. Send this back over to the Jay Stone Show. Yeah, check us out. We'll be back next week. Say goodnight, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
You're listening to the Jay Stone Show at RockMetalTalk.com.
And now, it's time. Because it's not the Katsunyama Show music on Vinyl and Views segment on the Jay Stone Show. Hey everyone, Katsunyama here. Today we will listen to one of my favorite albums on vinyl in the background that I think you should own because it's that good. We'll discuss topics of today I feel relevant, maybe personal, maybe not. I wing it, but the things that should be said because, you know, no one has the balls. We got a bunch of crybabies out there. Wake up, young man. That's right, wake up, people. Now, you may not like my album choice or my viewpoint, but relax. It's okay, 'cause you can just fuck off if you don't like it. Be assured, though, you're always entertained. Maybe, just maybe, I enlighten your inner self. Make a conscious effort. How about being American for change? With that being said, here we go. One of the last things that Lane Staley did before he passed, Mad Season. Above on vinyl. Yes, I have it. And today was the day I pulled this rabbit out of a hat. So this week, I kind kind of stayed off the grid for a little bit. Focusing on my new career. I've been working for 2 weeks now. I'm back in sales. Never thought I'd be saying this, but I love it. So I've been keeping my head down, trying to learn some new methods of how to sell product. Some of it I'm able to hit right home, some of it I'm just winging it just from natural ability, autopilot, because as you know, I'm Stratonian. I was fortunate to have an experience that most people would never get in a lifetime. I walked into Stratton Oakmont as that movie ended and Belford was on his way out and his buck teeth buddy Danny Porsche was stepping in. And you never know what people do behind closed doors. They tell you whatever they want to tell you based on their agenda. Now for me, I'm not that type of guy. My focus is integrity. So when you're thrown into a situation like that, yeah, my guard was up. Not right away because I was kind of naive. I didn't really know a lot about business in general at that time. You got to keep in mind I was in my mid-20s, so that's why I laugh at a lot of these millennials walking around 18, 19, 20 years old and they got no freaking clue. I mean, I don't know who's giving out dummy sticks, but they're just giving them out like candy. Now, I'm not going to say that I was a stupid person back then, because I wasn't. I was a very bright person. I have an old soul, so I have intuition, but most importantly, I have common sense. But again, you don't know what people do behind closed doors. But as I was in that firm for a little while and finally passed my Series 7, as well as my 63, so I was legally able to go ahead and present stock. And you know, you get caught up in excitement. Let's just call it what it is. You see something exciting, people getting riled up and having fun and making stupid money. I mean, it was ridiculous. But knowing when you think in the back of your head, oh, this is too good to be true, yeah, my radars were up. Now, granted, a lot of us didn't know what was really going on in that firm until some of the truth started to come out, and all these guys like Belford and Porish and Gelfand and Stitsky and all these guys were getting arrested and questioned and put in jail. and you find out what they really did. And I remember one time when one of these I guess managers or directors or one of the inner circle, we'll say, pulled me into the office, and because integrity is very important to me, and I always did my due diligence, he pulled me into the office and said, "Hey, why aren't you getting indications of interest? Why aren't you participating in this IPO?" And I flat out said, "You show me where this particular company is worth more than the ink on this piece of paper you call a prospectus, I'll buy the fuck out of it. Till then, I ain't touching it with a 10-foot pole. I don't know what you guys do behind closed doors. And you know what? I don't know if I want to know, because then I'd probably be held liable. But I'm going to stick with my guns, and I'm going to go with my gut. And I'm going to continue opening accounts on stocks I've done due diligence on. And I'm going to raise some money. And I'm going to do some commission based on the fact that I've picked the right company for my client, because that's what my Series 7 license says I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I gotta eat, I gotta make money, I get that. But I'm supposed to do what's in the interest of the client that tells me, yeah, I want you as my broker. You got a problem with that? And he shut the fuck up and said, no, exactly. Because I'm the only one in this firm that's opening accounts left and right, aren't I? He goes, yeah, okay, thanks. Can I go back to work now? That's the kind of guy I am. So now I'm at this new company. I'm not in the stock business anymore. I don't have to cold call, which is a beautiful thing. And these folks are calling me, asking me about the product that I'm presenting. And it just happens to be the best product on the planet. And even though I don't know the ropes totally, I'm having fun. I'm around pretty good people. And the company's doing things on the ump it up with compliance. They don't play around. Which fits in with my integrity. So I wanted to let you all know who throw out good words. Keep your head up. Don't give up. Something's got to happen. I thank you. Which comes back to last week where I've been telling you recently, I've been just focusing on the secret, Spirit, God, to help me through, keep me focused, and think of nothing but positivity. Because like attracts like. If you got a shitty, pissy attitude, you're gonna have a shitty, pissy life. If you're gonna think positive, that you can get it done, and think about the things that you want to accomplish, things you want to do, things you want to get, that power of suggestion, that inner thought, that energy, because that's how we were created. Energy, God, both have the same definition. Always is, always will be, no matter what. So without getting specific, to all you crybabies, liberals, and millennials, you folks have got to get you know what together. I don't know what to tell you, but you got to stop with this hate mongering. You got to stop with this, what about me, what about me, what about me? Yeah, what about you? The only person who's going to do you for you is you. Which brings me to the next thing. To my fans, my Katsunyama army out there, I started working on the new album. Now it's going to take me some time, but now that I've got a set schedule with my new career in sales, I'll be able to start chipping away at the stone. I will try to do my best to keep you updated on all my streams, most importantly, katzinyama.com, KATZINJAMMA.com. This is the first announcement, and it's on the Jay Stone Show exclusive news. I haven't even posted it on my website yet, so Jay, man, I love Jay. And yes, it'll be posted on the Twitters and the Facebooks and the MySpace and the Reverb Nations. And I'm on all those. Moving back up on the charts on Reverb, which is great. Everything is cyclical. But when you don't have any new music out, it's kind of hard to keep those top spots, of course, but I'm always in the top 50. I'll take that any day of the week. But before you know it, I'll be in the top 10 again. It always happens. Good music sticks around. And that's why we're listening to some good music. Mad Season. Above. One of Lane Staley's last projects before he passed away. And you all know who Lane Staley is. Lead singer of Alice Chains back in the day. So I had an interesting tidbit. On Facebook, I had unblocked a bunch of people, inadvertently unblocking someone I never wanted to unblock. And this is a person that I dated and I guess lived with me for a little bit of time when I first moved down here in Charlotte. We're going to split the side here on Mad Season, which, by the way, this Mad Season vinyl is a 2-album breakdown. We're just going to play side 1 and side 2 today. because we did an extended one last week, so that'll give Jay somewhat time to play catch up on all the things that he might have wanted to say that he didn't get to last week because wasn't feeling too good. But anyway, and not even thinking about it, I get this message. This woman was a psycho. I mean, like, psycho. She had this 16-year-old daughter running around like a chicken without a head, dating some freaking Yahoo from South Carolina, who was also a whack job. You know the type. Big, tough, bravado, yada, yada, yada. But after 10 years, you'd think, I blocked you for a reason? Can you go away? Still looking for me. So, it's just kind of surreal when you think that you've got someone out there who's that whacked enough that they had an opportunity to find out where you were, they'd show up at your doorstep. One of the reasons why I don't advertise where I live on my phone numbers or put my actual real name on these social sites. My true friends know exactly what my name is, but the only thing you folks need to know is, and this is who I am, Katsunyama. So, this planet's full of whack jobs. That's why we keep one of these, to make sure we got a fighting shot to make sure we don't get fucked with. So why mad season? You know, when you're starting to be grateful for the things that you have, which is the first step of getting your life back on track and focusing on positivity, you think about those people who influenced you most. And Lane Staley is one of those people. You know, years and years of being probably the greatest Styx fan ever back in the day, and Dennis DeYoung and Tommy Shaw and James Young, probably the best vocal teachers I could ever have, besides Mrs. Ironman. When my buddy John Riccio turned me on to this alternative side, and I heard, and you've all heard this song a bazillion times, of course, Man in the Box. I was like, who the fuck is that? And I was hooked. And I'm still looking to get that first album on vinyl. One of my favorites all time. But always being, you know, a vocalist, and it just kind of made me realize that. And I guess this was one of the things that I always tried to instill in with my buddy Micah, who, when we had a project together, was pretty emphatic about getting somebody who sounded like Jeff Tate. And back then I said, listen, we don't need Jeff Tate. We shouldn't go for Jeff Tate. Jeff Tate's already out there. We don't need an operatic singer. We just need somebody who can sing. And I said, let me do it. I'll take the step back on being the bassist. We'll search for a bassist. We've been struggling to find a singer, and we just couldn't find anybody who can actually keep a note. I'll always still help write. Don't sweat that. And then I can pull out the guitar, and then we don't have to do it as a 5-piece band. We'll have somebody else who can pick up some electric. And you know, I love playing guitar and singing. I can do that. And he didn't want to do it, so needless to say, it was time for me to leave, and him and Jeff went on their merry way, and the path led to the path that led for him to be where he's at. And for that, it was the right thing to do for him. More importantly, the right thing for me to do, because Lane Staley, because he's not Jeff Tate, he stuck with what his voice could do, which in turn helped me mold my voice to what it could do. And some of my new colleagues, you know, we always do that. Well, tell me about yourself. Who are you? You know, you introduce yourself to this supervisor and that trainer and this colleague, and so you tell them who you are, and then they start asking questions, and you know, I gave them a card to my website and stuff, and they're like, so which part did you do? And I said, all of it? They're like, what do you mean? Oh, the vocals, the bass, the guitar, all the programming for drums, because I can play drums, but obviously if I gotta put a click track, I'm just gonna do it that way. And they said, really? Yeah. She goes, I can't believe that's your voice. That's not your speaking voice. I said, well, thank you. You know, I have to thank the Lane Staleys for that, because if we didn't have these kind of guys, and Chris Cornell's, there could be a lot of vocalists like myself who never give it a good go. And so when you listen to my music, you know, yeah, there's influences there. I'll probably remind you of a little bit of Alice in Chains and Soundgarden and Styx and a little Metallica and a little AC/DC, maybe a little Zeppelin. All these type of influences. Now, I don't know the guys that were in this Mad Season. From what I understand, there were a bunch of bits and pieces of fairly known projects that were hitting the scene, the underlinks of the celebrity type alternative bands out there back in the day, and how could you not like that groove? On a cloud of pink has turned to gray, and I'm alone again. Yeah. And of course, Jim Morrison. I think everybody ripped off that "Yeah" from Jim Morrison. This project has a very unique sound. It's groovy. Great pocket. Got some heavy parts to it. And the one thing, if you really listen close, even some of their timing is not perfect. Not to the point where you're like, oh guys, come on, get a metronome. That's not what I mean. But it was like they went in the studio and just did it. And just said, yeah, that's good, don't worry about it. You gotta like a little bit of that once in a while. And this album has that. So for me, it's got some realism to it. It's not over-polished. Not that I don't like over-polished. I do, okay? But stuff like this is really, really refreshing. So if you do like Lane Staley, definitely see if you can find it. It's definitely not an easy find, that's for sure. I got lucky that I was able to get it. You're listening to the Katsunyama segment on the J Stone Show at ROCKMetalTalk.com. Stay tuned week in, week out. Check out all the segments. Catch up on Jay. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, MySpace. Yes, MySpace. Woo! I actually like the MySpace. It's where I like to go listen to music, believe it or not. I'm on the Reverb charts, working my way back in the top 50 again. And we're also on internet radio and the J Stone Show too. You guys heard last week a tune of mine. But you can always go to katsunyama.com and you can listen to my latest release in early 215, Resonation. Before that, my pre-solo. Also, it's me doing everything with a couple of guests on there, on some songs. Sun Rays Down, the Katsunyama solo project. There's a little bit of Luna Park, a little in between me going solo and my last touring project, Claude's Front Pocket, where I was told as the bass player, your bass player's the bomb. Didn't know he was talking to me when management sought us out to get us notice. Go check all that out on there. So folks, let's go into the next week with a positive attitude, a can do, get it done, go get it mentality. Let the Trump team do their thing. Stop listening to these liberals. Crybabies, if you need to, walk around with a tissue box. I don't know what to tell you. But remember, If you don't start learning something and you sit there and cry about it, well, guess what? That's going to be the lifestyle you live. A crybaby lifestyle. And what do we call that, people? We call that bitches. So if you want to walk around with some pink panties, have at it. But just remember, you're the ones that will have control of the United States when all of us smart people take our energy level to a new dimension. And we can't help you out, and we can't bail you out. So it'll be up to you to keep this planet on check. Otherwise, you let this liberal agenda, this socialistic attitude, this world will end as we know it. It's up to the United States to be the leader of that moral fiber. A moral fiber that says you can have all these types of traditions and ethnic backgrounds and live in harmony. Playing that air guitar, fucking awesome riff. Sure you guys go out there and support your local music stores. Go find some cool tunes. This is one of those albums I think you should own on vinyl. Mad Season above. You can find it. Grab it. Don't even look back. This is a great album to have as part of your collection. Again, this is Katsunyama on the Jay Stone Show at RockMetalTalk.com. Stay tuned every week. Next week, I got an oldie but a goodie that's going to be pulled out of the hat. Everybody, you have a great week. As Motley Crue would say, knock 'em dead, kid. Go out there and accomplish something. Keep your focus. Keep your positivity. And crank it to 11. Yama.
Hey, welcome back to another week
out.
and another Prickly Rickly segment here at the Jay Stone Show at RockMetalTalk.com. So this week, I'm going to pay homage to some of the falling musicians that either passed away by murder, accidents, or like so many drug overdoses, specifically heroin. And there's only a couple on here that on the list that I'm going to play tonight that, you know, are deceased. The rest are just bands from the Seattle, Washington area. Every band that I'm going to play tonight is from Seattle. And I'm going to start it off with this band that didn't really get any, you know, real big fame. But at the time when they got signed, tragically, their singer, Mia Zapata, she was brutally raped and murdered in 1992 or 93. Anyway, they were a really good band, if you can, just do some research on them, man. They have a good discography out, including their first album, Frenching the Bully. I think that was their major label debut album. It's the album I have, and the song I'm going to play is called Second Skin. Here it is, The Gits.
Another chance. What the fuck is this world running to? You didn't leave a message, at least I cuddle in your voice one last time. Daily minefield, this could be my time by you. Would you hit me? Would you hit me? By the middle, there ain't gonna be any middle anymore, and the
Hey, and you just heard Go and Porch by Pearl Jam. And before Pearl Jam, you heard Stardog Champion by Mother Love Bone, who in 1990 lost their vocalist Andrew Wood to a heroin overdose. And it also had a couple members from Pearl Jam, Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard, which is why I played those two, one after the other. So, and before that, you heard The Gits, Second Skin. So next, I'm going to play a band that's from the Washington State area. Not necessarily Seattle, but they did play in the Seattle scene a lot. And I know they only had like one hit, to my knowledge, that was played on like 120 minutes back in the day in the 90s. And that is Screaming Trees. And I'm going to play their song, Nearly Lost You. Here it is, Screaming Trees.
Like the one you
cover me, and I walk alone. Cover me, yeah. My stance to stumble stone. Cover me, yeah. We'll trip on through the sands of time. Cover me, 'cause I've been branded. I've lost my mind, yeah. Lost my mind, yeah. But you cover me. Into the night, and over me, yeah. You melt into the light, and over me, yeah. You will feel the things I need, and over me, you will feel the hate I breathe. You're under me, and you will question my authority. You're under me, and you will lose almost everything you know. You're under me, you will feel the pain I wanna bring you. You're under me, you never change, never change that fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. You cover me and give me shelter from the storm. Cover me.
Hey, you just heard Jesus Christ Pose by Soundgarden, Cover Me by Candlebox, Nearly Lost You by Screaming Trees. Next, I'm going to play a super group out of Seattle that consists of members from Soundgarden and Pearl Jam. It was a one-time album, but I think they just got back together for a 20th reunion tour. So, yeah, here is Temple of the Dog. Say hello to heaven.
my name's Howard. Friends sip on what you're screwing around. I said, don't continue yourselves and just to give it all a blast. Yeah, 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 yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, yeah, I don't want no more. But even if you say just one more, I won't leave you alone. I grew up, went into rehab. You know the doctors never did me no good. They said, son, you're gonna be a new man. I said, thank you very much to get up on the dead body. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, yeah, don't want no more. Even if you say just one more, and made the blade my new toy. Friends sip on what you're fucking around. I said, oh my God, and here we go again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Under the hill, with just a few notches on my belt. Take it away, yeah, don't want no more. No more. But even if you say just one more, chocolate, baby. My pain is self-chosen, at least so the prophet says. I could either burn
My pain is self-chosen. At least I believe it to be. I could either drown or pull off my skin and swim to shore. Now I can grow a beautiful shell for all to see. The river of deceit rolls down, yeah. The only direction we flow is down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down, down, oh down. The pain is self-chosen. Yeah, our pain is self-chosen. Down, oh down, down, oh down. Down, oh down, down, oh down.
All right. Thank you again for listening to the Prickly Rickly segment here at the Jay Stone Show at RockMetalTalk.com. Everybody have a great week. I'm ending my segment. What you just heard was River of Deceit by Mad Season, Real Thing by Alice in Chains, and Say Hello to Heaven by the supergroup of Alice in Chains, or Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, Temple of the Dog. Next, for my closing, I'm going to play 3 Nirvana songs. 1, Commergent, Sappy, and Moist Vagina. You all have a great week, and I'll catch up with you all next Sunday here at the Jay Stone Show at RockMetalTalk.com.
Gone.
yourself, you will make him happy. Keep you in a job, then you'll make you happy. Give you breathing holes, then you will seem happy. You wanna win the shit, then you'll make you happy now. You're in a laundry room. You're in a laundry room. You're in a laundry room. Conclusion came to you. I particularly enjoy the circumference. Of the second wild I prefer her to win the other. Marijuana, marijuana, I prefer her to win the other. Marijuana, marijuana, marijuana,
It's the Jake Stone. It's the Jake Stone Radio Show. Jake Stone. Jake Stone Radio Show.